I'm also the minority spokesperson for the House Redistricting Committee, and I am pleased to be able to present a product that has been on a lot of people's minds, which is to say, can you do something which takes into account all that we heard from the public over the last month and a half? We've had hearings up and down the length of the state. We've gotten a lot of input. Can you do that? We've also heard people saying, well, what would have happened if we had something like the Fair Map Amendment that was discussed last year? Working with that, we've been able to produce a map that we are happy to show meets those goals and goes beyond them in many ways. What we did is we took the advice, first of all, from the public, what they want to see, what types of communities we wanted to keep intact. Minority representation, we heard from a lot of groups. We tried to respond in every possible way to what we heard there. We also then applied the key criteria, equal population. All the House districts on the map are either exact or within one of the requirement, well within the requirements of the Illinois Constitution, which the Illinois Supreme Court has said only has to be within 0.5%. We're well within that. Furthermore, we also made sure we complied with the Federal Voting Rights Act. We made sure that the map was contiguous and compact and looked at specific compactness measures that we could apply to the map. We made sure that we were compliant with our new Illinois Voting Rights Act, and we applied that. And then we said some of the other principles, after we had met those, do the Constitution and the law, we said let's try and keep counties and municipalities intact to the extent possible. And we applied that. And then we said, well, we want to be politically fair. We don't want to intentionally bias it one way or the other. How did we do that? The way we did that was when we drew this map, we didn't look at the political data except as it affects those districts that would be covered by the Voting Rights Act, and we did not consider incumbent addresses. And that way, we knew we were not intentionally trying to slant this map one way or the other. So what you see here is that product of all that effort going in, responding to people who wanted to see an alternative.